Christy Forsyth with Clarity by Christy. I am a soul therapist and an intuitive that connects with the angelic energy, and I help the helpers, the light bringers, and the soulpreneurs of this world to live their most magical life. So if that's you, make sure you hit that subscribe button below with the bell so you can get notifications for all the videos that I share here on this channel. So I felt really called, really guided to just share with you guys some of these things. I've been sharing some of these things in my videos, but I really wanted to talk about the collective energy that we have going on, the changes that we have going on here on our planet, here in this time in our history, and just share with you a little bit about that, because I think that, like, as we're looking at current world circumstances, if we just look at them at face value, you know, things look kind of scary right now, right? Or very scary right now. It very much looks like, some may say, the end of the world in a lot of ways, right? And so I wanted to talk about that because I think what can happen when things get really seemingly out of control, and when so much conflict and ugliness and negativity is going on, we can find ourselves getting caught in the trap, and I certainly have gotten caught in this trap myself as well, still being human, right? Is we can get caught in that trap of just being caught up in the fear, of focusing on all of the negative things that are happening, focusing on our fears, really living in the energy, really feeding that energy. And we really, really have to consciously choose to do better with our energy, because genuinely right now there is such a war, and there's an energetic war right now going on between the light and the darkness, okay? And this war has always been going on, but the war is very, very heated up right now. And so what we want to make sure that we're doing is that we are feeding the light, that we are using love-based energy, light-based energy as often as possible in our day-to-day lives, so that we can impact this overall energy, you know, as everyone works on adjusting their own unique individual energy field. We are impacting the collective energy. And so we basically become warriors in this battle. And it can be very, very difficult right now because, again, what we're being shown, what's being presented to us on a surface level is really, really scary. And by the way, I'm being told and I'm being shown that, like, so much is going to come to light soon here with this, okay? And so what appears to be things are happening a certain way, there's a lot going on behind the scenes. There's a lot going on under the surface. And so part of us right now, we just have to sort of trust that there are things being orchestrated to help us for our highest and best good, to allow us to just ease into this ascension process, to move into this ascension process. So that's really what I want to talk about today, is the fact that our planet really is ascending, right? Today is June 5th. June 5th and June 6th are a lunar eclipse. And so, and we are preparing for another lunar eclipse in July as well. We had the first lunar eclipse of the year starting right in January of 2020. And eclipses very much are connected with metamorphosis and change and clearing. And so we have this happening with the full moon as well. And so there's such a clearing happening, there's such a release happening. And so what's going on right now here on our planet is a lot of things are having to be broken down so that we can rebuild them in a better way. So when you see things appearing to be absolutely a mess, you want to ask yourself, how can I do my part to rebuild things in a better way? How can I do my part to rebuild myself in a better way, right? Because it might start with simply rebuilding yourself, simply trying to do your best to maintain a higher vibration, to maintain more light in your energy field, to maintain more positivity in your energy field, even if the things around you feel very, very scary. So we want to allow, with what's happening with this eclipse energy, is our planet is ascending again, the entire planet. So the planet itself and then the people on it. So the actual planet is being charged up right now. And specifically that's being charged through the crystals that are in the earth. For those of you who are crystal lovers, you know that crystals carry energy and that they carry information. And this is why crystals are actually used here for, they use them in every computer, in every watch, because they hold information, they carry energy. And they're used in even memory sticks and things like that to store information. And so the crystals really are these great, what do I want to call them? Like memory chips, these energy stations throughout the planet that hold light, that hold energy, that can then absorb whatever energy is being flowed into them and send that out through the earth. So one of the things that we want to make sure that we're doing right now is spending more time getting outside, connecting with the earth, so that we can begin to receive this energy that is just really flowing into the planet right now and being magnified, being stored with all of the crystals that exist all throughout the earth and its crystalline core. So we have that going on. And then we have this process of ourselves, our physical, spiritual, emotional selves are ascending now as well, because when the planetary energy is changing, we have to adjust. And this is why we are seeing so many people right now who are stepping into their awakening, who are waking up, who are starting to see things from different perspectives, who are starting to want to connect on a more spiritual level, who are starting to recognize that there's a lot more to life than this, who are starting to recognize that we need to make a lot of changes here on this planet. But there's so much waking up right now. And even for people who have been what we call awake for so long, we're seeing new things. We're seeing things from a different perspective. We really are leveling up in terms of this next level of our awakening, this next level of our metamorphosis. So it's such a powerful time. And so I wanted to talk to you guys about this and about what we're receiving and how we can best set ourselves up to receive that. And I think the best way is really just in setting that intention, so you can do some kind of a prayer or intention, and you can say this out loud, you can write this down, you can say this in your mind, but just asking whatever those energies are that are of the light that you connect with to please help you in this ascension process and to please allow you to receive the energy in the best way possible for your highest and best good. You might even say, like, I am open to receiving this ascension process. I'm open to receiving this ascension energy. What we call this energy is the diamond consciousness, the diamond light consciousness. Okay, so the diamond light consciousness really is one of the absolute most powerful energies that exists. And so in order for our bodies to be able to carry that, it has to physically shift. So our how do I explain this? Our bodies are preparing themselves, our bodies and our energies are preparing themselves to actually be able to carry and hold more light, because as we move further into this period of time that's being called the Great Awakening, we are going to be able to release fear more easily and to carry that energy that is love more easily. So it's going to be a really, really beautiful thing. It can be very challenging to stay out of fear-based energy in our current consciousness. But as we are working on this ascension process and working on moving in the direction of becoming the energy of love, we can hold that energy, we can carry that energy, and the more love-based energy that we have in our energy field, the less likely we are to take on that fear-based energy. So it's like, as that builds, there really isn't the same space and the same room for the fear-based energy. And this is really how we shift this energy of the planet over to this energy of love and light. So it's really powerful, and each and every one of us doing our part can make this process happen even more quickly. So you can also just invite yourself to invite yourself, or invite your higher guidance, invite your guides, invite God, invite the divine, the universe, wherever you are connecting with that is of the light to show you energy. Ask how can I do better? How can I work more in the direction of being this energy of love? You know, how can I hold love in my energy field? And I'll tell you that one of the tricks here, and this is very, very difficult, especially if you haven't worked on this yet, and this is something that's a progression, right? So there's not an expectation that you're going to be here just yet. But one of the most beautiful ways that you'll be able to recognize that you really are beginning to encompass the energy of love even more so is that you can hold the people that really, really piss you off in love. You know, you can see them through loving energy. It doesn't mean you have to appreciate them. It doesn't mean that you have to agree with the things that they have done or said, but you can still hold them in an energy of love and have an understanding of how to see really everyone and everything in this world through the energy of love. So that kind of is the goal. Again, don't look at that and go, yeah, I'm never going to be there, and just write this off. This is more about starting with asking that question and waiting for guidance, just waiting to get an intuitive sense of how can I be this energy of love? What do I feel called to do? How do I feel called to help? And just following that intuitive guidance. And speaking of that, because we're receiving all of these energetic downloads right now, you may also find yourself, you probably will also find yourself feeling really intuitively connected, really deepening your intuitive gifts. And I feel that this is really going to just continue to grow and expand as we move through this ascension process. So happy ascension. Focus on the light. Focus on the love, stay away from that fear-based energy as much as you possibly can, even as things look really terrible right now, because this is exactly what is going to get us to the other side and help us to rebuild a world that is full of love. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, make sure you hit that like button, and I will see you soon with another video. Take care, guys.